What's up, everybody? This is Paul Tamayo, and I'm here with
Chris Person. How's everyone doing?
Hope they're doing all right. Chat, shout us out if you can hear us. Also, make sure that audio is good to go before we start jumping into this. So today we're kind of experimenting with our audio levels here. So if it's too loud or whatever, just let us know.
Yeah. We want you to be able to hear this really good game's great soundtrack.
Word. So I have been playing Tetris Effect all week. It's a game that I really, really loved. I have my review up on the site now, actually, at Kotaku.com. I encourage you to go read it if you... what up, Spawn on me? If you like are interested in this game at all, definitely go check it out.
If you're a fan of Rez and like Mizuguchi and like Dreamcast, PlayStation 2 era rhythm games and trippiness and all that good stuff, go read it.
You know, go read it, show me some love, but also we're going to do some live love here with some Tetris. So this is a game I've been playing basically my entire life, so I know it really well. I know it in and out. I think about Tetris constantly. That's not a joke. I will sometimes think about playing Tetris. So as a result, there's a practice mode, so people have been asking about, like, you know, what if I'm not good at Tetris, or I haven't played in a while. I would say jump into practice. No shame in the game.
I was a very, like, I mean, like you, I love Lumines, and I like Tetris plenty. I played it on Game Boy, but I also, like, it's been a minute. You know what I mean? It's been a minute for Tetris and me.
Word.
And it's a great way to get back into it.
Yeah. Also, I mean, feel free to play it on beginner mode. Like, take your time with it. The cool thing. So we're gonna jump into a little bit of journey mode. I think I might show off like the first, like 3 or 4 levels. I don't want to give away too much, but I also might show off some other stuff that you haven't seen just yet. So I'm gonna show off some of the modes that you know, that we've been seeing a little bit of here and there, like just mentions of, but I'm actually showing you it live. So I'm gonna start off. Where should we? You've been playing a little bit too, so
yeah. I got like the whole left side. You know, I'm thinking up to like Downtown Jazz.
Oh, Downtown Jazz is one of my. So let's do this segment. So we'll go from Deserted to hopefully Spirit Canyon, and also I want to say moments before we came in here, Tim Rogers was nice enough to let me borrow his Hori Fighting Commander gamepad.
Wired controllers,
Wired controller, because one thing about Tetris, especially playing it on like expert and stuff, is you want to have a wired connection because they have like a little bit of these like minute movements. So also the other thing I'm going to say is right off the bat, I'm playing and talking at the same time, so I'm going to do my best. But
I can talk if you don't want to get distracted.
Do my best. So let us know how the game audio is, because we really want you to hear this.
Yeah. I mean, I'll check it, kid.
So it's pretty standard for Tetris. You make stacks, you line up some things, wait for the nice opportunity to get yourself a good Tetris, like so.
You turned on the fun mode, the color mode. For the record,
Actually,
pieces.
I should disable that. Let me go back to the main menu real quick. That's a good question. So I was capturing footage of it and I forgot to change it back. Actually, I wonder if I could do it in real time. Yeah, I could probably do it here. So I have the Tetramino colors set to, or Tetramino, depending on how you like to say it, set to traditional, but you can keep it on customized, and I'll give you a chance to look at
customized. Is a good
customized.
Yeah, it's good for if you're trying to experience journey mode. Like totally. This is obviously the Tetramino, like traditional is if you're like really just playing the damn game,
right?
But this is really good for the Ms. Lumines experience of trying to get like, because so much of it is like piece color and like texture. Sometimes you just want to play the damn game.
Word. And I encourage you to play it on customized for the first go around, because it's really worth, like Chris mentioned. And so you'll see here that the speed has slowed down. So the cool thing I mentioned in my review is that the game itself will sort of the speed will change dynamically. So that's really cool. I mean, like normally in Tetris you associate it with like, oh, I hit a level and then it's like I'm done. I can't really play much longer. But here you get a chance to, even for like seasoned players like me, I get a chance to like go back to being creative again. I can start to like clear some stacks. Yeah. And I'll show off the zone mechanic in a bit, because I'm filling it up at the moment. You can see it on the lower left hand side of the screen. But yeah, you'll see how I'm taking a risky move here, but it paid off.
Yeah, the zone mode is interesting. It's kind of like the world from JoJo. It's kind of just it's like time has stopped. You know, sorry for JoJo spoilers.
No, it's okay. How dare you?
Zawardo. It makes the same sound that Dio stand makes.
Yeah. So I'll get there in a second, but I mean, like, if you're playing this in VR, it's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, you're like, talking about like, paying, in excess of more than $5 for a Tetris game. It's just like, no, like the VR experience is amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah, this game was definitely designed with VR in mind.
It looks real goddamn good.
So check this out. I'm gonna hit the triggers here, boom, and then you just basically play at whatever speed you want. You'll notice that the speed of the blocks falling has been frozen. So I can just go ahead and like set up stacks, or if you're lucky enough, which I am not at the moment. Here we go. You get a couple. You could even just do it like this too. Like, you don't have to be married to the idea of getting Tetrises like I am.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want, and then you'll see that they get pushed down to the bottom. So if you find yourself in a hole, you can use that mechanic to dig yourself out.
And they balance the levels like that pretty interestingly. Like I'll forget to use it. It'll be just sort of, which you should not do.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to this point where the song will speed up, and then I'll be like, oh wait, they have planned around me having a zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Build up here. It's in the way that, like, Rez is like Panzer Dragoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically Panzer Dragoon, but for trippy Burning Man synesthesia people.
Let's just say your boy.
Let's just say it, hippies. Or people with that was bad. What's the
Echo the Dolphin fans will be pumped about this level.
Who's the guy? Who's the weird scientist with the dolphins? I always forget the guy.
Dolphins.
There was a guy, Lily. I forget who was like the altered states psychedelic dolphin guy who was like just a weird abusive scientist.
What?
And I don't know.
You stay knowing the weirdest stuff, which is why it's always a good time to see with Chris Person.
I'm trying to remember what the name of that guy's name was. But,
oh God,
it's reminding me of like some weird 70s dolphin experiment in here.
I definitely forgot the circle button where it was on this controller for a second.
Yeah.
I spazzed for a second, but you'll see that right there. I used the zone to dig me out of that hole, and I'm gonna need to quickly react here.
Shout us out in the comments if you want to talk about weird
dolphin scientists.
Yeah, weird dolphin scientists.
Or whatever, talk about whatever. How's your day? How's everyone's day going? The cool thing I mentioned in my review also, it's so hard to play Tetris on this speed and talk at the same time. But the cool thing I mentioned in my review is that this game is like just totally cool with just asking you how your day is. Like, you don't have to be on high alert unless you're like me and you're playing it on expert mode. But I find this like very calming myself, like just being able to just clear out these lines at this speed. And with all these beautiful effects happening in the background.
It was John Lilly, by the way.
Oh,
he
nice.
was like one of those like 70s isolation tank guys.
Oh, nice.
And I think they made a movie based on him about a dolphin trained to kill like an assassin dolphin. It's a really bad movie, but it's a really insane movie that exists.
That's bizarre. Maybe the enhanced theme's the next project. Who knows? Oh shit.
Day of the Dolphin, that's what it was, yeah.
Day of the Dolphin.
Weird.
Was it like a 70s movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it sounds like a 70s ass movie.
73, yeah. George C. Scott.
Yeah, so the cool thing that I showed off a little earlier with the zone mechanic is like, like I said before, it's definitely like a tool for newcomers or people who haven't played in a while to dig themselves out of holes, but it's also a way for experienced players to rack up some points.
Yeah, it's a really it adds an interesting flow to the game. That God, this stuff looks, by the way, phenomenal in like VR, when you just sort of like take a look at how this game's levels are sort of arrayed, and then just now imagine them swinging by you in 3D.
Yeah.
And that's basically the experience. It's transcendent.
Someone asked in chat if you can actually change the size of the board, and you can. So the only thing, I'm playing with a Hori pad right now that doesn't have analog sticks, so I forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah.
So unfortunately we can't get closer, but maybe at the end of the stream I'll hook up a regular DualShock and I can show you what that looks like. Because you could even rotate with the right analog stick You can rotate the angle of the board. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can, the option's there. You know, it's like, why not?
The scaling thing is really, really useful for VR because like sometimes you're just not close enough, or you want to just like shove your face into it, you know.
Or like I need some space, man. I need 3 feet.
Yeah, give some room. I'd accidentally, and this is something that I would recommend, if it looks like it's like way too 2D for whatever reason, make sure you're not on theater mode.
Yeah.
Because I screwed up and was like, oh, what's the big deal of this game?
I was like, Chris, you don't get it.
I was like, yeah, I guess it's good. It's just like a 2D Tetris board flowing in space. No, there's like a theater mode that you can accidentally turn on, or either in PlayStation or something like that.
Yeah, so make sure you're not in 2D mode. So you just gotta hit that touchpad one more time. So here the speed is picking up to 14, so it's getting real interesting now.
Someone's asking to choose between Tetris Effect and Hitman, and that is a tough call.
That's a tough call.
I love both of those games.
Both very interesting puzzlers, if you think about it.
Yeah, if you really love getting yourself out of a situation, both of those are...
That's true.
Those are getting yourself into and then extracting yourself from a dire situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like,
I think you can kind of make your own call. I think they're pretty both self-explanatory games.
Totally.
You know, like Hitman is more Hitman, as Tim's video that's coming up, I believe today, is going to, you know, allude to.
Yeah, watch that video.
Watch that video when it comes out. But, you know, this is also Tetris. I mean, like, you know, do you like Lumines and Rez and Tetris? Yeah, get this game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Hitman? You'll get more Hitman.
Ah, get over there! Oh, you little jerk. Sorry. Sometimes I yell at
language.
I yell at the... I like to yell at my Tetrominoes when they don't behave.
The stage rules.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. So if you'll notice, it's like very New York themed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the interesting thing I learned when I got to interview them. Also, if you haven't seen my interviews with them,
watch them.
Watch them. They're on our YouTube and they're on the site. Tatsuya Mizuguchi told me that he went to a piano concert, like a jazz concert in Tokyo, and he loved the call and response portion of like the concert. And so he went back to the team and was like, "Hey, can we do this?" And they were like, "Yeah, here you go."
Yeah, and also that he was like that. You know, with Lumines, he was trying to make Tetris. You know, he wanted to make Tetris. They almost got the license. So this game is basically the logical conclusion to what Lumines was supposed to be initially, at least.
And then instead we got Lumines, which is a great thing for everybody in the world.
Yeah, because Lumines kicks ass.
And it was also a good thing because, like, you know, at the time, I feel like the technology obviously wasn't there. Like 15 years ago, we were doing the PSP, and now we have PSVR, and it's like, I think it's interesting that we're another example of like another Mizuguchi game, in my opinion, totally being like a great sell for a piece of Sony hardware.
Yeah, Sony platform, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm like the two games that I like actually, you know, I have access to VR. I don't use it that much.
Same.
But the two games where I'm like, yeah, I'll mess with that is this and Beat Saber.
100%.
Beat Saber kicks ass.
Ghost Little, it is drugs Tetris, basically.
Yes, we're on. This is drugs Tetris.
You are on drugs right now by watching this.
You've been dosed via Twitch.
Welcome. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels here. I forget what it's called. It's like Canyon something. But it's just unbelievably like gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see it starts to open up like all the levels do.
We were talking about this, like how he loves using like native instrumentation and whether or not like questioning sort of like how you know, how is he using it, like respectful, is it, you know, blah 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 blah. But it's a really texturally beautiful level. It does harken back to me personally to like that 90s or mid 2000s rave era of like, we're just gonna put some like drums and polyrhythms in here, and it's just like
like pure moods shit.
Well, yeah, that's very 90s. Return to Innocence, I think is what I.
Return to Innocence.
Yeah, they got in trouble. That one. That's actually a native Taiwanese song in Return to Innocence.
They fucked that all up.
Well, yeah. I actually listened to the if you go and try to find the sample that they basically just took for Return to Innocence. It's a really interesting, like, it's so jarring because you're so used to hearing like this like studio version.
Yeah.
Pure Moods, for anyone under the age of like say 25, was this commercial that like appeared on TV all the time.
Yeah, like when you were up late.
For like new age music that was like, it was like the theme to the X-Files.
Yeah, it was
on there. And then a bunch of like weird ambient music, but everyone knew the commercial because it was just on all the time. You're like,
and it was like a woman in the forest, like with a unicorn. It was very like ethereal.
Away,
Sail Away was on there.
Sail Away was on there.
A lot of bangers on there.
That's why I blame the rise of new.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Mid zone here. I'm gonna clean up.
Do it.
Hopefully. Clear that out of the way.
I blame the rise of new age like witch culture entirely on the the Pure Moods commercial.
Oh shit, I'm doomed here. See if we can get out of this, guys.
I screwed you up by talking about Pure Moods.
No, it's okay. It's also we say this all the time, but it's very difficult to stream because you're playing. Here we go. We're good. Everybody, we're good. The thing about Tetris is being able to recover is a huge part of like. Oh shit! Did I say that?
You were saying?
Yeah, I know. Here we go. The speed changed up on me like at the right time. That
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta pay the price. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss.
You gotta pay the troll toll.
You gotta pay the troll toll. There we go.
Show's so good. I'm catching up because I hear the latest episode is
I heard.
phenomenal. Yeah.
God, man.
Sunny's good, man. It was hit and miss there for a second, but they righted ship.
Here we go.
Do it.
Boom. I'm not giving up without a fight. Not giving up without a fight, Tetris. I know you too well. Oh, I'm doomed. That closed me off there. We can start over.
Hubris. You are fighting this one real hard.
I'm not. I told you, I'm not going down to the fight. Yeah, this is it. This is where I stop. Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
You can't save this.
You know, made a couple mistakes, but so that's that. I kind of want to. I'm gonna play that one more time because
Okay.
I'm also I'm that obsessed with this that I'll keep pounding my head against the brick wall until I get through.
Yeah. Someone said you can't save this, and they were right. Tried though.
I tried. At some points I might go radio silent just because I'm in the zone.
Oh yeah, this is great, man.
There we go.
This is full Paul.
Here we go. Okay, finally. Yeah, it's interesting too. I'm curious to see like further analysis on. I might even do it, but on how the blocks are chosen. But before there used to be like a specific rhythm to them. It had to cycle through all 7 before you got to see them again, or some variation on that. But I feel like this one, like, see, I got 2 blocks back to back, and I think you'll notice that it's just like straight up randomized, which can be cool because sometimes you get help, and other times the game's just like, nope, you're not getting that eye bar.
That beautiful, beautiful eye bar that people love.
Eye bar.
Tetris with just eye bars.
You know what's funny? I'll show you a mode in a little bit that's like surrounded around planning for the eye bar, which is a cool mode because it teaches you how to stack. Like what I typically do is I try my best to get nothing. Oh, I messed up there.
Whoa.
Nothing but Tetrises. Here we go, fixed. This Hori gamepad is actually kind of nice though. Oh man, that 16 speed is killer. This is what master mode becomes
All the time.
and I'll show you in a little bit exactly what that means because it's a rough. Oh, I didn't spin that around enough, obviously. Again, though, it's all about the recovery.
I believe in you. In Pure Moods.
Thanks, man. Oh God, no, that's not gonna work. Here we go. Zone time.
Zawardo.
Give me trash pieces. Here we go.
There you go.
Boom. Saved.
Bammo. Octorus.
lines. Okay, I got 4 left. Oh. Sometimes that'll happen. You try to get. You think you have the right momentum to move over an I-bar, and you're like, come on.
Damn. That Octorus, or I guess I don't know how you pronounce that. Was good.
Thanks.
I really like that. Yeah. Still
a
beat
D
it up
though. Yeah. Game's real harsh. And it's some adept, even though I'm almost level 30 here. Actually, let me. Yeah, we can back out to show off the modes.
I do like this transition though.
You want to keep going? How we doing on time?
Oh, we got a bit.
What time do we start? Like 1:30?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we can go through this.
All right, let's go. This is actually a really nice level, and you'll notice it's very luminous-esque.
Yeah,
luminous-esque.
It has luminescence.
One might say.
Yeah, if you have a PSVR, get the damn game.
Get the game, dummy.
It is one of the better uses of that outside of actually Thumper too.
Yeah, and Res Infinite.
Res Infinite. Rhythm games are really, really good for VR. FPSs, not so much unless you're trying to be funny.
Yeah. Grabbing clips out of people's guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oops, don't want to do that.
Let's use VR for its intended purpose, by its intended creators. Hi, guys from San Francisco, trying to see cool Winamp visualizations.
Hell yeah. Loved Winamp visualizations.
I like, well, I guess I don't like hi guys from San Francisco. But they did pitch part of this in Burning Man. Or if you watch the interview.
Yeah. Plug. Check it out on youtube.com/Kotaku. I was lucky enough to talk to the man himself. And also Mark McDonald. Shout out to Mark.
Hey, Mark. Mark's cool.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, I have friends who are Marks, and they all hate that shit.
I know. He probably gets it all the time.
That's a thing that that's like when Homer becomes associated with a terrible character and changes his name to Max Power. It's like a shitty thing to happen to you in adulthood. You're like, oh no, that guy who sucks. I don't want to be associated with that name-wise.
This horror gamepad is real nice.
Damn.
I've gotten like 12 or 13 before. I'm trying to beat that. Oh God, give me trash pieces. Nope.
Could use that a little while ago.
Yeah, right.
Someone said, "Is it already out on PC?"
I asked about it, and they said no plans.
It feels like a Sony, like a heavily Sony backed and developed game.
Yeah.
Which fair.
Yeah, word. Get it where you can get it.
They want to dominate the VR space. They want exclusives on that stuff. So
Boo, you boo.
And I don't know. It doesn't seem like a. The strategy that Microsoft seems to be taking of just Game Pass. I feel like Sony's feeling a little heat from that, and I would hope, because it's actually a surprisingly good strategy. I was just like, oh, here's Forza.
Yeah, you're like, oh, word?
Oh, all of
okay,
it? Okay,
shit.
sure, yeah.
I'll take it.
Whatever. It worked with CFDs for a little bit. It feels like these chandeliers. It feels like I'm going through a hippie's
living
kitchen.
Room.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, thank you so much for inviting me in.
Someone said, "What's good, lads?"
What up?
This game
is good.
I like this one. It's
this is one of my favorites for sure.
Oh God.
Yeah, there were times in VR where I was just like, come on, this is ridiculous. This is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Tetris cool. Oh, get over there, Ivar. Come on.
Do it. If anyone oh God, this is reminding me of this album that I listen to all the time.
Pyramids?
No, similar. Japanese ambient, I think from the 80s, album called Green, 1986 by Hiroshi Yoshimura. Download that.
I'm gonna download that.
Super good. it is also like hella out of print. So,
Oh, word. How you gonna find it then?
I think there's, I think there was like a rapid share like in, in the YouTube description, which is like,
Yeah, you know what? Just go here, man. Fuck it. And if you ever go to Japan, just throw him a couple bucks.
I mean, he's dead too.
Well, I mean, at least whoever holds the rights to it, maybe his fam or something.
I mean, I'd buy a vinyl reissue on it. There's been a lot of really good Japanese vinyl reissues.
You just came back from Japan.
Yes. Japan rules.
Japan is cool. It's real cool.
If you're ever in Japan, go to the. You have like a decent amount of time, not like a limited amount of time. Go to the Edo Tokyo Outdoor Architectural Museum. It's a bit of a slog, but it's literally like, God, it's like 30 houses, 40 houses that were just moved into an outdoor space from different time periods of architecture.
Cool.
So you just get to see all these different houses.
That sounds so nice.
Different eras of Japanese architecture blocks.
Oh, God. Stop it. Good thing I ate before the stream. I have a bad habit of not eating before a stream.
I'm attempting intermittent fasting.
Oh my God, why would you do that?
I mean, I know because I want to get
people
shredded.
do it.
I want to look like Mac from It's Always Sunny this season.
Okay, fair.
But I don't want to do CrossFit because that's for losers.
Damn, shout out to CrossFit.
I'm joking. Although I think the new acting Secretary of State, everyone found out he was like a CrossFit dad.
Oh, what is a CrossFit dad?
I don't know. Or maybe Attorney General. I'm sorry. Whoever replaced Jeff Sessions. I haven't eaten today, so I can't remember basic facts about the government.
All right. Oh fuck! I thought I had another piece. I thought that was a T-bar. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Looks like I should have had. Oh god. Here we go.
Yeah, somebody said I was in Portland Retro Games Expo 2 weeks ago, and Tetris World Champion quarterfinals were going on, and those dudes are swaggy good. I saw actually some of the.
Those guys are unbelievable.
I saw some of the like the finals of that, and it was like intense.
That 16-year-old kid or 17-year-old kid,
disgusting.
Like those people are next level. Like I'm good at Tetris. Like I'm like, this one thing I can comfortably say I'm good at is Tetris. But those people are like unbelievable.
It made me nervous to watch.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch. Like people who are unbelievable at
Tetris. High level Tetris play is like. It's like in Dragon Ball when everyone's fighting so fast that only like other Dragon Ball fighters can see. It's just like I can't even see it.
Yeah, I can't even process what's happening.
Well, it's not unlike Goku.
Actually, here we go. Give me that eye-bar.
Do that. Do it up.
Oh yeah.
This is coming together.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
I knew that was gonna happen sooner or later.
Oops, all fractals.
Nope. There we go. Oh god, here we go. 16 again.
One might even say this is kaleidoscopic.
Ooh. I didn't want to do that, but fuck it. You gotta roll with it. Just like in real life. Oh god. No. We're gonna save that.
Not to clown on this game, but I keep expecting to hear like an Alan Watts quote over something.
Oh god, yeah.
Shout out to Alan Watts. He's dead now, but he's a very soothing voice.
Was he the one that said, "We are the universe experiencing itself" or something like that? Who was that?
I think that was the Buddha.
Nah, that wasn't the Buddha.
Nah, I don't know. He's just a cool old British guy that like people go through phases of. Especially when it's a total 18-year-old boy thing to be really into, like Joseph Campbell.
Yeah, I think like this peek into Chris Persons.
It was I was in film school, man. What do you want?
Oh, that's true.
Hero's journey.
Here we go. Slow down. Now your boy's back. Your boy's back in town. Save that for later. Nope. No room for you here, bro. Now there is.
Come on, man. I wish I was more chatty, but this is mesmerizing.
Yeah, there's no way for me to keep my eye on chat right now, so.
I'll take care of it.
I hope everyone's doing all right. Happy Friday. We made it.
Yeah.
To a degree. Let's get fancy. Let's get fancy. Oh yeah, let's get fancy. Get another eye bar. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna get one, so. Ooh, I messed that up. I thought there was a... See, sometimes that will happen too. Like, I thought that was an actual filled-in square, but, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're back here. We're back. Nope, 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 nope.
Ah, the turtles. That sweet, sweet turt level.
Yeah, dude. Ah, that got stuck.
Someone said, Lord hit me up with those particles.
Yeah, here you go. I got you. I got you with the particles, fam.
God, this game rules. Snake Eater background, sure.
Yeah, that is a Snake Eater ass background.
I hope it's not an official one, because that would mean that Konami got a cut.
No,
when they're not
no
busy
way.
making pachinko machines.
God, did you see those? I saw them when I was on my last trip to Japan.
Pachinko machines are the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life, including like the band Lightning Bolt. It's like one of the loudest things I've ever. It's just one of the most textural things you can do is just go into a pachinko parlor. I think I got tinnitus from it.
You gotta walk in there with like earplugs. I walked into one and I immediately like walked the fuck out. Like this is too loud. It is also like smoky as hell. And shit.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I hate it, but I was like, well, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yo, Lightning Bolt shout out. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, they're a really loud band.
Okay, I figured.
They're just a really loud, like, noise rock band.
Here we go. Boom!
I'm gonna get my, like, weird noise garage references in. Shout out to Team Generate. There we go.
I'll take your word for it. Oh, God. Here we go. I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? Like I said before, it's all about the recovery. Come on. Oh. That's why I'm not a pro.
Someone says, I was in a pachinko parlor in Akihabara, and there was also a manga reading lounge, and dudes are there with earplugs reading manga and chain smoking. I was like, wow.
That's
good
wild.
Story, yeah. The dork break room, that kicks ass. Someone's saying, is he that fast, or is it forcing him to be that fast? It's, I think, forcing.
No, I'm not dropping it, so it's auto falling that fast.
Yeah, that's the speed of this level. But remember, you have zone, eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it when I have a nice stack built up, or I need help getting out. Yeah, it's falling that fast. On 13, it's still manageable. Once it gets to 16, which I always call out because I know it's 16. Here, I'll show off some. I need it anyway. Now I'm gonna get fancy with it because I have the room to think about it for a second before I drop it. But I guess the other answer to your question is, yeah, I'm that fast, bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
Ooh, 12, baby.
Yeah.
Dodecatris. Use that as a sentence.
Someone said, what the fuck? And also, loved the review.
Thank you. My very first review.
Someone said, Chris, do you like A Place to Bury Strangers? I think so. I'm pretty sure I saw them.
Okay, thank God that's a band.
Yeah, I also love burying people in New Jersey.
You got something to tell us, or what?
Yeah, I haven't listened to them in a minute, but yeah.
There we go. Boom.
I've been listening to a lot of mixes. I don't like individual albums are good, but like, God, there's just so many people like DJing now, and it's so many good weird mixes online.
I went to a really good club in Tokyo on my last trip. That fellow GMG employee at the time had recommended to me, and that in particular, they always switch up the music, and that particular night they were playing house music, which is my jam.
House music kicks ass.
Yeah, and I had a good old time. It felt like a house party. I forgot what the place was called. I'm gonna look it up.
If you're ever in Tokyo, go to DJ Barbridge. It's an 8-story bar above the Akihabara Scramble.
Cool.
And it's like it's a cover bar, but it's an audiophile bar, and it like you can just like you get to see people do the scramble while you're like listening to.
That's kind of cool.
I think they were like doing a live cover of Carlos Santana, which was a really weird choice,
What?
but it was like a weird like B-side of it, of like some weird song, but it was good.
Black Magic Woman.
Yeah, I grew up listening to Carlos Santana, in like my mom and dad listened to that, so I have like a
Me too.
revulsion to it. And it's just like if I hear Maria, well, it's complicated. But
It's that Carlos Santana.
Yeah, that era.
Oh, no, my parents like, but they would throw on like that stuff, like Black Magic Woman, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was good. Got more love for Place to Bury Strangers. No,
Sometime.
do you ever want to stream?
Fuck.
I listen to the Lot Radio a lot, which is a great radio station inside a shipping container. That they had this horrible little tiny plot of land that they couldn't do anything with, so they just made a radio station
That's
and coffee
dope.
shop out of it.
That's some
It kicks ass.
Pirate radio ass shit. Right
And if you ever need to like listen to some music, just throw the Lot Radio on.
oh, did you? I think you linked that to me one time. No? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
that
real
something
good.
else?
Yeah, and they have a mix cloud of like literally every mix, so you can just like, God.
Yeah, I
It's
remember-
one of the most consistently talented group of DJs and shows that is out there.
Yeah, I think one time I asked you a question and I was like, "Yo, what are you listening to?" Because you took your headphones off. I was like, "You need to link that to me
Yeah.
ASAP." Ugh, get over there. Oh man, sorry, but that didn't work out.
No.
Again,
Yeah, we're in a nebula.
Again, everybody, it's about the recovery. Oh, Tetris time. Look at these particles.
This is a casual stream.
Yeah, I might actually be streaming more of this like on my own. So if you guys want to check me streaming this out on my own, follow me on Twitter. I'll probably be playing this way more. I'm also gonna probably just be putting clips, like highlights of like, oh, look at this cool thing I did. I finally cleared an entire thing in Zone. I haven't been able to get. I got a couple S's in some of the effect modes, but so now we're gonna jump into the effect modes, which is the sort of oh, I got a new avatar.
Jellyfish.
Perfect timing.
This is like, this game's like a very Laser Floyd aquarium game.
Oh, Sunset Breeze is so good though. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys experience that on your own. So, the cool thing is, and I don't know how much of a spoiler this is. It's not really a spoiler. But when you beat the game, you can unlock a theater mode, which you could basically just experience the levels without having to really play the game. And you could just like zone out, you know, take any additional.
You're gonna drink tea.
Drink your teas, some yerba mate, whatever you need.
Yerba mate.
So the cool thing is, so there's no multiplayer, unfortunately. That's one thing I highlighted in my review. But I can't move around because I don't have analog sticks on this controller. But you'll see here, my avatar on the bottom left there, Polimayo. That's me on Twitter too, by the way. Follow me. Give me a follow. You can unlock these avatars that will orbit the Earth, and you'll see there, these are random players. Some of them are my friends, and you'll see what level they are, what cool avatar they have. And as you play the game a little bit more, you can go in and actually change your avatar. So I have some cool Area X avatars.
Area X.
And you'll notice I just unlocked these jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
I got a little baby bird.
There's fish.
So there's animals, space, other, which I'm curious to unlock more of these others. I want to get like a hamburger or something. And then there's event-based ones. So the game Enhanced says they're going to be doing some more weekend rituals, which are like 24-hour periods where everybody can go and play a specific mode and try to get a specific amount of points that are like, you know, designated from the Enhanced side. And you can unlock a pretty cool event-based avatar. You can also change the music in here. I've unlocked pretty much every track. So if you're curious about the soundtrack, you can just jump into here and listen to it. Unfortunately, as far as I know, it's not for sale yet. I hope it does become for sale because it's a pretty good soundtrack.
Yeah, no, that seems self-explanatory, but like, who knows with licensing, you know?
Word.
Or like how the orchestration of that might be hard.
Gronum is joking. This is so luminous, and it is very, very luminous. And we mentioned before on the stream that when I interviewed Mizuguchi, this is actually the game he wanted to make that he didn't get a chance to, and as a result, we got Luminous. So very luminous and very much Tetris at the same time. So here's where you're gonna find all your. I think there are, I forget how many modes in total, but so here are your effect modes. You have your classics: marathon, ultra, sprint. Marathon, clear 150 lines with as best of a score as you can. Get as best of a score as you can within 3 minutes. Sprint is clear as 40 lines as much as possible. And then you get into master mode, which is, I'll show you off in a second.
Someone said is this an expanding brain meme?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is basically expanding brain meme.
I wonder why the mod flagged that, but you'll have your relax mode. So here's one of the things I was telling you at the top of the stream for people who are new to the series, which is bizarre to me. Or if you're coming back to it, you haven't played it in a while. Chill is really cool. You can just play the game at whatever pace you want, no game overs, and yeah. And then you have your quick play. Same thing here. This one is a playlist specifically with like levels that have the same theme that were scattered throughout Journey. So you'll play ones that are like wind related, sea related, world related. Excuse me, I'm trying to burp here. And then you have your world playlist. Focus is probably one of the coolest modes. I'll show off a couple of these. So focus is really dope, and you'll see my levels here are kind of low because while I'm nice at regular Tetris, this definitely challenges my skills because they're asking me to do very specific objectives. So you'll see here, this one says earn as many all clears as you can. So we'll just jump right in and I'll show you what that looks like. So each of these modes has a very specific thing that you need to achieve. So you'll see here, it's going to give me some designated blocks. And my job here is to make sure that I use these 3 pieces effectively to eliminate the entire board. And it starts off pretty simple with like 1 piece at a time. And then you'll notice, oh shoot, I missed that one. You'll notice they'll start to like pepper different ones in over time. So this is really simple here. And every time you do, you get a 3-second bonus. So not only are you supposed to figure it out correctly, you're supposed to do it quickly.
These are like pre-designated puzzles.
It's very Luminous in that way. Luminous had these very designated puzzles that's like make this shape, or make a horseshoe or something. Damn, this is hard. Oh god, I forgot to hit right. So you'll notice here, now they're starting to mix up the pieces a bit.
Yeah.
It's getting a little more challenging. This is still manageable. My best is 15. Let's see if I can beat it live on the stream. Live and direct.
Someone just said this is sick. Yeah, it's sick.
It is, man. And it's fun because, like, I typically view Tetris as this thing where I'm like, okay, now it's getting spicy. Now it's getting spicy. Might just have to do that. Yeah, that's right.
Now it's getting spicy.
See, I could have done that one if they let me finish it, but you have to use each piece effectively. You can't, like, get creative with it. Oh, shit. Nope. I blew it.
You blew it.
So my best there is 15. But yeah, this is spicy Tetris. Oh, I gotta see. It's passing. That's passing for me.
Someone said there's the blocks were color coded to where you should place them. Sometimes.
Yeah, so these are you're seeing the blocks in the traditional colors. So that's a thing that I showed off earlier. You can actually change in journey mode, so you don't get the custom themed blocks for each level. But also, like, I don't know why you would do that. Like, just try them with the themed blocks. So this one is earn as many combos as you can before time runs out, and I'll just show that off really quickly. Yeah, no battle modes, unfortunately, which is a bit of a bummer. I love Tetris, like any sort of multiplayer Tetris where I get to duke it out with people, and unfortunately there is none of that here. So here you'll notice I got 3 back-to-back combos, but I'm not going to be able to get a 4th, so it'll cap it there. And you can set up the blocks beforehand if you want, which is actually a kind of a bit of a smart move, but you'll see here I'm going to have to do something, so I gotta do something. Now it's time to go into combo mode. Ah, I'm done. Can't get in there. So I'll stack up a little bit so I can at least prepare for some sweet old combos. Combo breaker. Yeah, this one's tough. Wow, my best is 37. That's why. Oh, I mean, I guess consecutive.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say that can't be right. I'm trash at this mode. Yeah, see, I blew it. It is cool though, like I mentioned a second ago. Oh yeah. That was 5. That was better. Like I said before, like with Lumines, these new modes let you just, you know, they let you use your brain in a different way, which I think is pretty dope. Okay, now I'm gonna show off the next one. Oof, got a D on that one. Throw some D's on it.
Caught yourself. I heard that. God, Tetris so good. I don't know. I really enjoy. God, brain meme Tetris. It is brain meme Tetris.
Yeah, so check this out. So this one is clear as many target blocks. So this is another example of what I was talking about. So before you're used to thinking of Tetris as like, okay, I gotta make a stack, I gotta make a neat stack. This one you have to kind of throw that out the window, and you're not worried about making a neat stack. You're worried about clearing that designated line. So you don't have to worry about making a nice neat stack in order to make a Tetris. You just gotta clear that dang line.
Clear the dang line. So the glowing one.
Yep. So sometimes it pays to just be a little reckless. See, and you can also just like do this if you want, like if you want the piece you're looking for.
Because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter exactly.
It'll clear those in a second.
So, and see, sometimes I still find myself like trying to make a neat thing, but I don't have to. I have to like tell my brain, stop it. Stop it, brain.
Stop it.
Yeah, so now the game is teaching you like, oh, you know how you normally play Tetris? Stop that.
Someone might even say,
Don't.
This isn't your granddaddy's Tetris.
You could say that. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't a good move. But
That was a very bad move.
now we're good. Oh, give me a...
Oh, you had it there for a second. There we go.
See, I'm still like making neat stacks when I don't have to. The thing that I have to unlearn, which is like interesting.
But only for this mode.
Only for this mode, right?
Yeah.
Oh God. I beat my top score.
Do it.
Give me something.
There we go.
Okay. I'm not gonna do it, but there's a shot, right? Oh, I almost had that one.
Yeah. It was
So-
like 2 seconds there.
That is all clear, I believe is what it's called. Pretty cool.
Nice.
And then I'll show you. I'm gonna jump into master mode just to show you how ridiculous master mode is.
It's silly.
It's pretty silly,
It's wild.
one might say.
Wild stuff.
Before I jump into the mystery, or
Sorry,
forget
I'm
what those-
refilling my tea.
That's all good. We both got our teas here. We're tea people.
I have a Zarushi
Ooh.
mug. That's what that sound is in the background. I
A
swear.
little bit of ASMR for you. So, master mode is. I love the description. Actually, it says insanely fast Tetris, not for the faint of heart. So if you have a faint heart, just don't even do that, man.
We are not sipping that yerba mate. I did get a bunch of matcha.
Oh, nice.
Sipping that loose leaf.
Tim hooks me up with some yerba mate sometimes. It's really good.
I don't like it, you know.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
So you'll notice here, like the blocks are already dropped. Like I'm not dropping them; they're just automatically dropping. That's how fast this mode is.
Yeah.
It starts off on a designated level called M1, which is like this mode's like starting area.
Yeah.
Little flex here, but when I got to demo the game with Mark McDonald and Tatsuya Mizuguchi when they were here, they told me like, yeah, we have a semi-pro player who comes in and he got M17 something like that. He gets M17 regularly or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. And on my first try, I got M13, so I was pretty pumped about that.
That's like when I didn't embarrass myself playing Sekiro. I was happy about that.
Nice. Yes, I was pretty pumped because I'm like, I have this very particular set of skills that I've never been able to really utilize until that one moment, and it was like, oh wow, I've been vindicated. Oh God. So yeah, these blocks are falling. I am not dropping these. These are, and believe it or not, it gets faster than this.
Believe it or not. Yeah, it gets
Tetris.
split half second fast.
And the way it gets faster too is not only in the drops, but it gives you less time to react.
Yeah.
And it also, like, you'll notice at the start of the level, get over there. I couldn't get over there. You'll notice that when the lines disappear, there's a little bit of a delay, so I can catch my breath for a split second. But when the speed starts increasing, there is no delay when the lines vanish. So it's like,
oh, that sucks.
you have to.
That's gnarly.
So the thing, I kind of wish like there was a way to capture if I played this. Also, another thing that's interesting to note is playing this in VR is actually a lot easier to playing the game in general. Is there's also benefits to playing in VR, in my opinion, because you don't have any distractions. So like something moving in the corner of my eye won't distract me, or the ambient light in this recording room doesn't distract me.
Interesting.
I am zoned in on the game, which is a fascinating like kind of concept to think about, especially with the game's title being Tetris Effect, which is a thing that some people actually experience in real life. So I forget where I was going with that, but
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
I mean, it's cool. I just wouldn't have expected it to be easier or like have an advantage of VR.
Oh, totally. I mean, in my opinion, I think there's a huge advantage. So what am I at? 4? Oh, here's why I brought that up. Now I remember. I wish there was a way to track people's. I mean, there's definitely a way to do that. Like there with some fancy high-tech equipment. But I'd love to like show off like my eye movement here, because I'm looking at what I'm supposed to be looking at, but I'm also looking at my next piece, because you always have to be aware of what your next piece is. And I'm like darting kind of back and forth, because I mean, and sometimes you just kind of roll with the punches. You don't have that second to breathe and realize it. But most of the time you're just like, all right, I just got to deal with this piece coming. Like I have no choice. And the benefit too of being able to push it further away from you is that you can make the play area smaller, so you can see the pieces that are in your queue a little easier, which is cool.
Mesmerizing.
Yeah, so this is insanely fast as the description.
6.
Man, what if I beat my score on the stream today?
Do it.
Shout me out in the chat. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Right there. Boom. And the dirty secret of like super fast Tetris like this too is that you can sort of wiggle the pieces, dance them in pretty nicely. Oh, I messed up right there. That's gonna cost me. So you can just kind of dance them in and dance for a little bit, but the faster it gets though, the more punishing it is. So it's like, nah, the way you used to dance them in, like, nah, we're not letting you do that anymore. You really have to also push in the direction that you intend to go.
I'm gonna push.
No. I also talk to myself a lot when I play Tetris, so
Eat it.
apologize.
God, yeah, you don't have as much. You don't really have any time with that clearance.
Nope, it just immediately vanishes. When I get into the teens, that's where I start to like really trip myself up. I just can't keep up, and that's something that I hope to get better at. We'll see. Oh, God. The game can be so unforgiving with pieces. Like, I don't want an eye bar right there. I definitely don't want an eye bar. I'll use this one though.
Do it.
I screwed myself. Oh yeah, also another thing of high-level Tetris play, knowing when to rotate clockwise and counterclockwise is at these speeds is crucial, which is a thing that even I'm still getting used to. Oh, here we go. I'm looking good. Don't jinx it. I just jinxed it.
Yeah.
Get in there.
M11, M12.
Oh. Like every tiny mistake will come back to bite you in the ass later.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, this soundtrack's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty great.
You also want to try to like pad these out. You want to make them like nice and flat because you don't have a lot of movement at these high speeds. You don't have a lot of flexibility, so you want to try to like pad them in tight. Get over there, get over there. Tetris.
Bam.
Fuck. Okay.
Hubris, those hubris.
Yeah, it's always when I'm like, yeah, what? And that's gonna kill me. That's the piece that kills me. You can always identify them right away. God, 2 blocks in a row. Give me a break. 15, baby. I passed my top score at least. I'm happy with that. We did it live on the stream, y'all.
Hell yeah.
See how far we can go. Oh, you see, now it's no joke. Now it's no joke. Now it's no joke. You see how fast that falls, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Unbelievable.
I am speechless.
Here we go. I'm dig up. Dig up. Dig up. That's it. I'm dead. M15.
Ooh.
M15. Not too bad.
Nice.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
That was pretty damn good.
At least I beat my M14 max. So
Someone said this is mental. And you got an S.
I got an S, baby.
S, baby.
It's the S. Ooh, did I get a new avatar?
I wanted that new Abby.
Oh, I didn't get a new Abby. So that is master mode. Not for the faint of heart, like we said before. So, and then the final little batch of really cool modes here. So there's a lot of like meat here on these bones. So adventurous mode is probably like, they're probably my favorite categories. We probably only have time to show off one. So I'll describe the two and then I'll show you my favorite. So countdown is really cool. This will teach you how to stack. I'll show them off really quickly, but I have to quit because we have to also get back to work, unfortunately. This is kind of our job. So you see these little like glowing bars here? That's showing you where there's going to be an I bar falling. So you want to set up a nice stack here. I'm not doing a great job of it, but you don't always it's beneficial to have something ready to go there, but fortunately I didn't have anything ready in time, but I do have something better for...
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're kind of working around the I bar being there.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So you have to really, again, use your brain in a different way than you're used to, and then boom. And if you want, you can clear lines to make room and stuff. But here, I'm gonna hope that in the next few handouts they give me, I get an I bar. Here we go. Boom. And then I can use this guy. Yeah, so it's really beneficial to try your best to just make some really good decisions here. So that's this mode. Let me quit real quick. Really fun. I enjoyed that one as well. It also helps you learn how to stack better. This one is pretty cool. Mainly for the background. To my knowledge, you don't see this in the main game. So that there are also some custom themed levels for these modes. This one's called Purify. So there are some dark blocks here, and you essentially just want to clear the infected lines. So you just want to clear some lines, and you'll see them start to purify those purple ones. And if you
this is like a spiritual version of Dr. Mario.
Totally.
Dr. Mario, clear your soul.
I love that game. Yeah. So you're doing this over and over again. Mad particle effects.
Yeah, this is a great game to stream.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a nice little wind
cozy
down game.
A little cozy stream today. Everyone's like watching, I don't know, cowboys falling down or something.
Yeah, check that out. So this is Purify, really in a nutshell. The one I want to really show off, and this is probably how we're gonna wind up ending the stream, is Mystery. So try to survive as random effects, some good, most bad, keep popping up. This is freaking hilarious. The cool thing is you can get to choose whatever level you want for this one. Let me see. I like Forest On a lot. Aurora Peak I've put a video of before. Let's do let's see. Ritual Passion is wild. Let's do, I have it in the thumbnail, so I might as well do Downtown. Oh, we already played Downtown Jazz, right? We went through that
We went
portion.
through Downtown Jazz.
So let me show you Orbit. Someone's asking, Paul, what's your personal channel, because I'd watch more of this. Oh, cool. So everything, I'm on everything, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. It's all Polimayo, Polimayo. If you can do that in chat, actually, that'd be kind of cool. You can find me on there.
Yeah.
So it'd be like twitch.tv/Polimayo. I haven't streamed in a while, but I definitely am going to start streaming this game a little bit more, especially just like to kind of track my progression. So yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Poor's Lero got it for me. So this mode is dope because you're playing Tetris as you would, right?
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Just totally
So good so far.
normal game of Tetris.
Normal Tetris game.
Uh-oh. No ghost. So I can't see where I'm going to drop the pieces. So I have to trust my judgment. I have to use the force
Oh, that's fun.
and drop some pieces. So this mode fucks with you as you play the entire time. And the first time I played it, I was like kind of in tears because I was like, this is hilarious because you just notice like, man, this is, you've never played Tetris like this where they start just, so, okay, so here are bombs. Bombs you want to defuse, obviously. And also I have no hold, so I can't hold pieces right now. So you clear bombs by clearing the lines that they're in. Simple as that. But right now I can't hold pieces, so I'm playing old school NES Tetris right now.
I like Tetris, but it fucks with you.
Yeah, Tetris, but it fucks with you. Okay, what's next? No next, so I can't tell what's next in the queue, which is not a huge deal.
Yeah, if you play the game that way, you know.
Yeah, you can kind of figure it out. You can also, I failed to mention in the options, along with sort of changing the colors of the blocks, you can specify how many pieces you want to know are coming up in your pipeline. So if you want to see 4 pieces ahead, you can do that.
Yeah, someone said no holds, no ghosts. That's basically just normal ass Tetris.
Yeah, that's normal ass. Oh, here we go. Now it's upside down. So right is left, left is right.
Ah, Australian Tetris.
Australian Tetris. This is how Luke Plunkett probably plays it.
He's wearing Adidas.
Yeah. He's wearing some cool ass sneakers right now.
He's wearing the Goku branded Young Ones.
Word. So you know what's funny though is that like while playing this, right now you're thinking probably in the stream, people in the stream are like, how the am I supposed to play this, right? But your brain gets used to it over time. It's this weird thing I've never thought that would happen, but like I'm hitting left to go right and right to go left, and like I know.
Oh, okay. I thought it just like switched it.
Now I'm zoomed in here. Get a real good look at these pieces.
I wonder what this is like in VR.
In VR, it's unbelievable. Like in VR, this thing is like 20 feet high, and you have to like strain your neck a little bit. It's like ridiculous.
That's really funny.
Yeah. So I want to show off a couple more of the effects because there are some really hilarious ones.
Someone said it's their final Smash Tetris.
Yeah. How are there no Tetris pieces in Smash? By
Horizontal
now?
flip, vertical flip.
Yeah. So it also shuffled. So it flipped the board horizontally, and then it also shuffled my pieces around. So it's it's like it's fucking with me.
Yeah.
And these are all randomized. They are the same every time. So there's a really good, really fun, dumb option that I could see getting popular. Like on, I don't know.
I could see a competition version of this.
Totally. Here we go. Got some more. So the bombs, I might even show off. Oh wait, I have to. Oh fuck!
That was easy.
If they go off, they'll explode in that little outline, the purple outline that's on the screen. That shows where the pieces are gonna be missing. So sometimes you could actually use them to bail you out.
I was gonna say like bombs seemed fine, but
Yeah.
I guess it like creates a crater that's like sucks.
Exactly. But sometimes you're like,
okay.
damn, I can't clear that whole area. I have to like dig my way into it.
Someone said, wait, why the hell would you play this in VR? Because it kicks ass, and that's
Yeah.
the whole game is built around that. It's trippy.
Reset.
Trust us, it's really cool.
Oh.
If you have PSVR or have a friend who has it, play this game.
Yeah, totally. it's actually made me. I don't have a PSVR. I use the Office PSVR here.
Yeah.
But it's made me actually want to
Like go out and
get one because it's like this game is dope. Man.
That is like PSVR is I think like the like numbers wise one of the better, like the best selling one because it's like affordable.
Yeah.
Turns out a simple system that people can buy is better than like an incredibly expensive one that's like a huge pain in the ass to set up and only works with a $2,000 gaming PC. Yeah.
I mean, the PSVR is still kind of a pain in the ass to set up.
Yeah, it's not as
TBH.
Yeah, it's also like not as nice as like a Vive
Totally.
or whatever though. But like, yeah, I know it is. I understand why. I understand why that like the numbers on it are better. Like if you're making a VR game.
Yeah, totally.
If you're making a VR game, it's like Beats. I think they like reached out for Beat Saber because Beat Saber was doing well on PC and you can do like custom stuff. But like, yeah, like,
that's dope. Yeah. I mean, so here I got these. Oh no, never mind. Sometimes it'll give you like 7 pieces in a row, the same thing, and you might get lucky. You might get like straight eye bars, but other times it's just not very friendly to you.
No.
I mean, I'm also like. I'm 50-50 with VR most of the time, but this is a game that for me in particular, fractured. So I'm getting fractured pieces now.
That's a pain in the ass.
So it's like the bootleg Tetrises you'd get like from like a
like the Sega Master System Brazilian Tetris.
Yeah, or like if you did like a fundraiser at school and you're like, I'm gonna get the game system with the the shitty like LCD screen.
Yeah.
This is the kind of Tetris pieces you'd be getting. Oh my god.
The You Can't Sue Us Tetris.
Yeah. This is called something else like Totrum.
Samari of Tetris. Samari, in case you didn't know, was a bootleg half Sonic the Hedgehog, half Mario game, I believe, from Brazil.
That's kind of dope, actually.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
It's innovative.
It's up there with that NES remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh no! Fuck.
I agree, feck. That was a weird noise. This is soothing, man. Even this like stressful, weird, upside down, opposite day, Mr. Mitzelpick like Tetris.
Wow, nice reference.
Thanks. I'm proud I could say his name.
Yeah, me too.
That's because of the Superman cartoon show that had Gilbert Gottfried on it as Mr. Mitzelpick.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's a really good Mr. Mitzelpick.
That's a good ass pick.
Yeah. Have you? I think we talked about this. Have you ever heard the tape from Howard Stern where it's Gilbert Gottfried talking in his normal voice?
No.
Oh yeah, he just sounds like a normal guy.
Oh, so that's just straight up.
He sounds like he just sort of talks like this most of the time.
I don't know if I want to hear that.
No, it's terrifying. But it makes me respect him way more that he doesn't break character except like once when he was calling Howard Stern.
And my eyes have officially glazed over. And I mentioned in my review. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's
giant
cool.
ass Tetris piece sometimes. So I mentioned in my review how much I appreciate this game because, it's nice to have a game that is about just like cooling out and relaxing after a long day where you don't necessarily want to do this like hyper stressful battle royale thing. And
can I say for the record that playing Red Dead actually kind of stresses me out because I feel like I'm gonna knock something over and like get.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone's gonna be mad at me,
or hit like R2 and accidentally shoot someone in the face.
I went to a really good, a really beautiful Japanese glasses store, Hakusan, when I was in Japan, and shopping there made me stressed out because everything there was like $500 and beautiful, and that's what I feel like playing Red Dead is. It's just like I'm trying to play this as a good guy. I don't want to graze you with a horse and just be like bummed out for the next 30 minutes because you killed my horse and me.
Oh my god! So there's been a bunch of times where I'm like, I walk up to somebody with my gun out and I didn't realize it. I'm like, I just shoot him in the head and like, oops! I meant to say hello, Mabi.
Someone said, yo, high key, Howard Stern is a narc for not releasing his Trump archives. Technically, that would make him not a narc, but I agree. I think he should definitely
put him out there.
Put him out there, man. He knows where the bodies are buried. Every time like somebody is outed as like a creep, like there's always like somebody just like reaches into a YouTube clip of that person from Howard Stern like in 1998 or something like that, and he's like, yeah, shit. I like hitting dogs, and you're like, oh wow, I guess we already knew that, yeah.
I'm gonna play this for as far as we can go, and then we're gonna call it a day here.
There's always one clip of somebody like being totally comfortable saying the worst thing.
Yeah.
On Howard Stern, he gets that out of the worst people.
Or if you're hanging out with your boy Billy Bush.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh God.
Oh God.
Here we go. Here we go. Nope.
Oh no, that's bad.
Oh, and I got the bootleg Tetris pieces. Okay, here we go.
Smoking. Someone said large boy. That's the absolute unit mode.
Come, give me some. Give me some. Okay, now we're getting into 14, the teens here. It's good. Oh, look, straight blocks and nothing but blocks. Good time.
Oops, all the shitty. No, all the bad ones.
Give me something. I'll take it. Yeah, I played. This was available during the weekend demo, and I played this a lot prior to getting my review code. Uh-oh, what is it? Oh God!
Oh, that's rough.
Oof.
God, this mode rules.
All right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. No. Get over there. Yeah. I talked to the Tetris pieces guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine. They understand. Get over there.
This is the Ashton mode. Getting pranked.
Oh God! I got bootleg pieces.
God, this just ramps up into nonsense.
Oh, you know what though? If I can make it, these bombs might actually. Nope.
They just made things worse.
Those exploded in a straight line. If you notice, like straight down and straight across. So that wouldn't have helped me out. It actually made things way worse. But that is Tetris Effect in a nutshell. It's out today for PlayStation 4. It's an exclusive, and if you have PSVR, it has a PSVR component to it that you can dig into. But
if you have VR, for PSVR, you should probably get the game. If you like Luminous and stuff like that, this is made for you.
Totally. But other than that, this has been Paul Tamayo and
Chris Person,
and we'll see you around. Peace, everybody.
Goodbye.